渋谷、渋谷。ご乗車ありがとうございます。電車とホームの間は広く空いております。足元にご注意ください。次は75分に止まります。1番線ドアが閉まります。
ドアが閉まります。ご注意ください。
I'm in Shibuya right now. This is Shibuya crossing. It's raining and it's Golden Week, so lots of people are off. It's actually a heavy lockdown here in Tokyo right now. But interestingly, according to the Japanese constitution, I believe, there's no equivalent of martial law. So they cannot enforce anyone actually stay home. Businesses cannot be forced to close, although there are fines. I think right now, after 8 p.m., if any restaurant, etc. are open or serve alcohol, they are charged $3,000, I think per month, but it's unclear. But otherwise, yeah, life is pretty normal still. Everyone's wearing masks. We're walking down Shibuya Sentagai, meaning Shibuya Center Street. Feel free to ask questions or say anything, and I can talk about it. This is my first time live streaming. We'll see how this works. You see lots of people eating at restaurants. This is a standard fast food place. It's now about 2:40 p.m. Kind of walking as I feel like. A smoking space. I haven't gone to 109 or Cebu yet, but unsure whether there's a lot of people or not. In front of me in Shibuya, right in front, is actually kind of a famous soap land. That's where often women are washing men's bodies with their bodies. Keep in mind today is kind of rainy and it's kind of windy, so I don't know if a lot of people are actually walking outside right now. And because it's Golden Week, it's a holiday, it'll be different from normal days. Walking through a quieter part. See this sports place seems to be closed at the moment. Let's see what it says. Hard to see, but it says that it's closed right now on this sign until unsure when after the lockdown. This is just because there is not enough business. This is the famous Bathing Ape brand. I think Snoop Dogg likes it. Right there is these are big trucks that are advertising for these random bands. Normally they're pretty crappy bands in my opinion. must have a reservation to get in. This is a big Muji. Can anyone confirm you guys can hear me when I'm talking? Can you just type a comment or something? Oh, cool. All right. Hey, Angela, long time no see. And actually, all of you. I haven't seen a lot of you guys in a long time. This is the Disney store that's been around in Shibuya for a long, long time. Been around since I've moved here, which was 2006. So I don't know how long it is. Sorry, Harish, that it's windy, but can't control that. Not God. Oh, for those living in America and aren't aware, Tower Records still exists in Japan. It's not as big or as powerful, I think, as it used to be. But I think this is an 8-story building. They sell lots of books, records here, but also hold concerts. I'm not sure exactly if there are any concerts now. Soon we're gonna go past. Are we gonna go past? Yeah, a newly developed mall, which was converted from an old park, Miyashita Park. And admittedly, it used to be a place where a lot of homeless people slept. And I guess for the Olympics, they had renovated it, and they've created this amazing mall. But admittedly, I don't know where all the homeless people who slept there have gone. I could speculate that they've gone to Harajuku or into Yoyogi Park. So this park is actually, or the mall is actually an open air uh, park mall. In fact, at the top, there's a large park there. Anyone can sit. In fact, what's cool is, unlike say in Hong Kong, where unless you pay money and you can't sit, almost every place is made for not sitting. Angela, actually, today is Golden Week, and it's like a long holiday, so it's a little bit less busy, and it's also raining. So that's why it's not as busy as normal. Anyway, so above us is this big, sprawling park, and where homeless people used to live. This is Louis Vuitton. But anyway, yeah. What I like about this particular mall is inside there's actually lots and lots of places to just sit, sofas and all that, and just like lots of random, just cool sitting places. And you don't have to pay any money. Lots of people hang out. They're at all different floors, not just on the top floor. I'm not actually going to climb up right now, but over where you see the fence, actually like a whole row of restaurants. And in front, again, lots of sitting space. And what I love is, yeah, no one needs to actually pay for any of this, which is great. I think what's interesting also about here in Japan, there's actually cool building codes where they encourage people, malls, etc., and not just standard office buildings to. Sorry, give me a second. They encourage buildings to actually have thoroughfares and places for people to hang out. And in exchange, they can actually they can build higher floors. Normally, there's like some floor to land ratio that you're allowed to build, and they might double it, for example. So instead of being able to build 3 floors, you can build 6 floors, and that allows you, to get more rents, etc. But in exchange, you must build beautiful parks and all that, and people to be able to walk through the buildings, etc. So that it's just a more walkable, enjoyable place. So in fact, actually, this super tall building, this is now the tallest one in Shibuya, actually has walkways, thoroughfares, right through the first, second, third story of the building as well. Uh, so it's good, because you don't have to walk all the way around buildings. I think there's lots of places, lots of cities where if you're a building owner, yeah, it's great, you can walk through, but normal people can't. I like how this is more egalitarian. Hello from Hong Kong. How are you doing there? Let's see. I'm gonna walk through a back street. We are gonna slowly leave Shibuya. This is a coffee place. And I'm planning on meeting a friend for coffee somewhere else. So yeah, I'm gonna be walking through a more quiet area. But I'd like you to notice how clean all the streets are in general. And notice the types of vehicles have no locks on them. I can feel it. That thing up there happens to be a condo. some random restaurant or something, cafe. Lots of people hanging out. I'm gonna walk towards a slightly busier place. Oh yeah, this burger place, pretty famous. It's got a burger called the Whoopi Goldburger, or Whoopi Goldberg, for you guys don't know the reference. I'm carrying a gimbal, Angela. That's why it's a little steady. It's my first time actually using it, even though I bought it more than a year ago. Just wanted to try it out. So we're about to get back to the main, one of the main Shibuya driving thoroughfares. Right here is a big Japan Postal Service post office. Whole building, a key post and bank. Sorry, steady cam thing. Adjusting. I'm using my iPhone SE 2020 version if you're curious. Gotta adjust, give me a second. There we go. So yeah, Patrick, no expensive camera, just my iPhone. How's Hong Kong? Is it still legal to watch me over there? Random shoe store. Oh, it's ASICS. Stretching place? Not massage, just stretching. There's some advertising. Lunch. Yeah, it's like 3 p.m. now. People still eating. We're at a 5-way. Oops. We're at a 5-way intersection. Notice lots of walking areas, walking bridges. Expensive furniture place. Family Mart is from Taiwan. Recognize these. Again, pretty quiet today, given that it's Golden Week. We're about to hit one of the famous shopping districts called Omotesando. Omotesando just means the path to the temple, the walking path. So perhaps those from like other religious countries, there's often lots of businesses clustered in front of some religious centers. Anyway, that eventually developed here into the super expensive fashion districts and whatnot. Some random cool building design. If I can adjust this correctly. Yeah. Oh, the building actually we're going to pass right now. This one here, with the stars from behind, is Is it this one? Where's the next one? It's part. Oh, that one. This large one here. It's actually part of the United Nations. Not this building, although this kind of an interesting one. For those who know about SpaceX, SpaceX is actually. Is it this building? Pretty sure. Oh, sorry, it's the next one. SpaceX. There's someone from Japan, a billionaire, who bought a trip around the moon. I think it's called Hello Moon. Anyway, he owns a big online shop here called Zozo. And they're based in this building right here. But at first, yeah, this is the United Nations University. So I admit I'm not sure who goes to this university. Let's have a look. You can see here, United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, uh, Population Fund, World Food Program, etc. All of it here. UN headquarters building. Clearly closed right now because it's on vacation, but here's some history about it. I don't know too much about it, honestly. Research Institute, etc. Okay. Anyway, yeah, interesting about that SpaceX collaboration. The billionaire is taking, I think, 6 artists along with him to experience flying in space. That's pretty cool. I'll be ending pretty shortly, but before I do, I am going to get all the way to that shopping street. Anyway, I suddenly had this inspiration to do this yesterday for the first time. So I don't know if you guys enjoyed this. I figured if everyone's quarantining, it's kind of nice to get out at least in your head. Maybe lots of you guys have been to Tokyo, and I think everyone has. So, glad to know you're enjoying it, Angela. Been years, decades since I've talked to you. Almost there to the one of the big intersections from where you'll be able to see lots of cool shops. Yo, Bruno, glad you're here. Bruno runs a pretty famous Peruvian restaurant here in Tokyo. Very highly rated. It's in the Michelin's Guide. Out here, most people are wearing masks, by the way. There is some anti-vax movement, but not too much. And one problem, though, is there's no vaccines. I've just heard from friends in Africa and in Latin America that they've gotten vaccines. Here in Japan, none really yet. Not not everywhere, obviously, but kind of disappointing here. I see this guy here, talking to these girls, trying to pick up the girls to do some stuff. It's kind of standard here. So this is Omotesando. Turn your to the left. You'll see it's very tree lined. It's quite nice to walk around. And I mentioned before, lots of sitting spaces. I love how you see these, even this little space right here. By the way, this is a map, but let me show you this right here. Just two rails, right? Instead of just one rail. This is actually meant for sitting. Perfect for your butt between. It's very comfortable to sit in normal days. This is lined with people. Also, interestingly, it's kind of a dirty map, but probably rained recently. All maps are forward up, not north up. That means if you're walking straight ahead, it's equivalent. You just walk up. You don't have to orient yourself otherwise. That means to my left is this long street right here, and yeah, vertical is forward or backward. Anyway, yeah, nice walking promenades, lots of trees. It's pretty nice both in winter, summer, rain, shine. This looks like a pretty fancy schmancy cafe. Lots of dressed up women coming out of it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's lots of weddings held there. In fact, actually, there's another restaurant cafe where I know it's rented out for lots of weddings. Across there, that's Anniversary Cafe, Anniversary. And I'm about to cut this off in the next minute. And we are past another Apple store here. This one's the one in Omotesando. Pretty beautiful building. And I forget how close we are, but the now, I guess, second largest Louis Vuitton store is here in Omotesando, I believe, in Tokyo. It used to be the biggest, but I think Shanghai has taken over. They hold lots of special events here for all the people who shop and love Louis Vuitton. Here's an example of a person sitting. People sitting. And anyway, thanks for joining in. I appreciate all of you guys. Let's do this again if it's interesting. Take care, everyone. Bye.